So Dynamis One, this particular company, if you guys are not aware, right, basically was it consisted of ex-Nexon employees. So some of the employees that left the company from Nexon, they work on Blue Archive, they went and make this game, Project KV, right? Now again, if you leave a company, usually you're not allowed to go and make something similar. And then because you are basically taking the company info from the one that you leave, right? And this is always going to lead to a little bit of, little bit of drama, a little bit of controversy. So it has been a while since we last heard of this, right? So right now there's an update. Let's see. A small update on Dynamis One versus Nexon. So last time there was a lawsuit going on and Project KV has to shut down because of that, right? They have to basically terminate the game and say, hey, we are not going to release the game because some of the assets were apparently stolen from Nexon, right? So claims innocence, okay? Police prove that there was indeed a violation of Unfair Competition Prevention Act. So the Dynamis One CEO and other members are sent to prosecution. Uh-oh! This guy, he said no, he didn't steal anything. But the police investigation said otherwise. So right now, so recap, alright? Dynamis One was created by former key members of the Blue Archive team. A lot of them left because of it. Police has been raiding Dynamis One's office in February, uncovering materials allegedly taken from an unreleased Nexon project called MX Blade. So Nexon was going to release this game. Nexon was initially going to make this game and release it, and to have used this material to create their future game. But now Nexon couldn't. Nexon couldn't because some of this was stolen by some of these people, right? MX Blade, which is theorized to have been a spin-off of Blue Archive. Blue Archive's codename was Project MX, and also accused of attempted sabotage on Blue Archive before leaving the studio. Okay, very interesting. Now on the 17th, right? Korean news learned that Dynamis One CEO Park Byung-rim, which is the ex-Blue Archives producer, and other key members were recently sent by the police to the Seoul Central District Prosecutor's Office without going through detention. Dynamis One attempts to claim innocence. The contents of the charges were different from the facts, but police have proven that there was indeed a violation of the Unfair Competition Prevention Act, so Park Byung-rim and other key members of Dynamis One are being prosecuted. Like, of course there is, right? Because like, what a coincidence that they left, they were working in Blue Archive team, and then they leave, and then they form a company, and then their next game is featuring lollies with swords. Like, if it's going to be something like a bunch of dudes, right? If it's like action, open world, MMO, something like that's not related to Blue Archive, maybe nobody will suspect anything. But this is too similar. It's literally too similar, right? So whether you like it or not, so let's look at this article and see if there's any more. A search and seizure was conducted in February on the suspicion of stealing unreleased game assets. Dynamis One refutes some of the claim, saying that the allegations are inaccurate. Okay. So this was quite recent, is it? Reporters Kim Ju-hwan and Lee Yul-rip, are these real names? Officials of Dynamis One, a domestic game company formed mainly by the development team that participated in the production of the popular mobile game Blue Archive, have been handed over to the prosecution. According to the comprehensive report by Yonhap News on the 17th, the Seoul Metropolitan Police Agency's Industrial Technology Security Investigation Unit, that is holy MPAITSIU, recently sent Dynamis One CEO Park Byung-rim and other related individuals to the Seoul Central District Prosecutor's Office without detention. Okay, that sucks, man, right? That's like a little bit unfortunate. CEO Park and others are accused of illegally removing assets, which is development data of an unreleased new game under development, while leaving Nexon Games 225570 before founding the company, which is a violation of the Unfair Competition Prevention Act. Wait a second. Before they left the company, they are accused of illegally removing assets, development data of this upcoming Nexon Games game. They are not even stealing it, they are just, I guess they are not copy and pasting it, they are cut and pasting it. Basically, they, instead of copy and paste, instead of taking it, they are also deleting it. They are cut and pasting it. So Nexon don't have it. While Nexon was working on the game, they're also taking the asset. So Nexon was supposed to finish this game, but I guess that's unfortunate. Could be a mistranslation. Yeah, there could be a mistranslation, right? CEO Park was the PD for the globally popular game Blue Archive at Nexon Games, and left the company with key development staff, including the scenario director and the art director in April of last year, to establish Dynamis One. So you can see, right? It's not just like, it's okay if you are not happy, you leave, but like you are trying to persuade a few of these quite important, notable position staff as well, right? So scenario director is, I think, quite important, art director as well. So these are going to be two very, very important, you know, like from the aspect of the company that's working in that particular game back then, all right? So all of these are just, you know, they're just grabbed and they try to leave as well. MX2J as well. I think some of them are just like they're just as a third party or like a contract based, right? Dynamis One released their first game, Project KV, in September of the same year. But the overall style, music atmosphere, settings, and character designs were too similar to those of Blue Archive, which sparked a plagiarism controversy. So after understanding the situation, the police have raided and searched the Dynamis One building in February, secured development-related materials, and have investigated the people involved, including CEO Park Byung-rim. Okay? Like, here's one thing that I've been trying to understand, right? Before the police raided, can't they just delete all the stuff and then the police cannot find anything, right? They could just delete everything and save it to the cloud. I don't know, like, there are some things that, I mean, like, police can definitely search your hard disk or your hard drive. But what if you just delete everything and just move it to the cloud, right? Deleting evidence is a crime in itself. I mean, they are already doing something wrong. They might also need to, like, try to hide it or something, right? They can recover the data. Yeah, maybe, right? Maybe they could. But again, all of these things are like, it's kind of insane, right? But if you are doing stuff like that, that's kind of blatantly obvious. I think it's kind of obvious though. It's a little bit too obvious. They left the company, they make this game, right? They're making it too obvious. Nexon Games released a statement immediately after the search and seizure, stating that we have confirmed that some Dynamis One personnel leaked key information about the new undisclosed project MX Blade that had been in development under a long-term plan even before leaving the company, and conspired to use it for game development by a newly established corporation. So because of that, we are not getting MX Blade anytime soon. I have no idea, so what happened to this MX Blade thing, right? Is Nexon still working on this MX Blade project, which is supposed to be a Blue Archive spin-off? Or is this just completely cancelled because Nexon is working on another different game? So yeah, I wonder what happened to this, right? In response, Dynamis One later released a short statement refuting the allegations, saying there are many parts of the allegations that are different from the truth, alright? However, the police have done the investigation and they report that the charges of violating the Unfair Competition Prevention Act were proven and sent CEO Park and others to the prosecution. So, it seems like they are guilty, alright? So they will be, now will there be a trial though, right? Will there be a specific trial for this that they have, you know, they can hire a lawyer to try to fight against this or something, right? I'm not sure how this works. But if they are proven guilty, I don't know, like, if the police have said that they are guilty, at this point, is there still the need for a trial, right? It's a little bit unfortunate, right? But sometimes, I guess the reason why he did this is because is he not earning enough in Nexon, right? If we do ever get it, I can't add another game on top. I mean, you don't have to play it, right? Like, just because you can't add another game on top doesn't mean the game there shouldn't be new games released, right? I mean, like, you gotta think of other people. Think about somebody who is a gacha god. Think about somebody who can afford to play 20 gacha games, right? Think about other people, right? It's not just about you. But yeah, there's always going to be the other stuff, right? If the translation is right and they said anytime soon, it's probably still on the table, but it's not happening for a few years, that could be like a separate thing. But yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate. Things like this do be happening sometimes. But again, you know, I hope whatever happens, right? I just hope that all of this is going to move forward in the right direction, and I just hope that nothing happens to Blue Archive, right? Hopefully Blue Archive is going to remain, and we're going to have all of the other games as well, right?